Down in the valley where the girls get naked. If you throwing bands, then you know she gon' shake it. 1, 2, break 'em. 3, 4, rake 'em. These niggas grind hard, but these bitches grind harder. Climbing up the pole just to get out the bottom. The crowd below, stay ready for the show. The pimps, the dough, don't let it take your soul. Oh, we make falling out the sky look easy. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. You ain't need no more. Shit, look at me, man. Little Murder Junior up in this bitch.
See shaking. That's why I rock. This DJ, he gets down, mixing records while they go.
Guys, welcome back for the P-Valley Season 2, Episode 10 review by me, your girl Dom. Okay, this is the finale, guys. We have finally reached the end of Season 2. And you know what? It's feeling a bit bittersweet for me, okay? I can't lie. I'll get into why it feels bittersweet. But baby, we have reached the finale. And this finale, if I'm being honest, guys, if I'm keeping it a buck with my peoples, this finale didn't do it for me. Compared to Season 1's finale, this finale didn't do it for me. It didn't do it for me. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't my favorite. Alright? I'm going to keep it honest. I'm going to be truthful. Yeah. Alright? I'll get into why, though. So, the episode leaves off from last week's episode, okay, where Brittany has basically caught Andre and Haley. I was gonna say it's a completely different name, okay? She caught them in the act, right? All right. So obviously now we see Andre and Brittany going back and forth. You had a dick in your mouth, okay? But you kissing this bitch. How long you been fucking this bitch? It don't matter though. You had a dick in your mouth. Yeah, I had a dick in my mouth. It was a good dick, but you know what? I'm still married to your ass. Is you, bitch? Is you? Also, what? You trying to get back at me? Yeah, bitch. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. Meanwhile, Haley's standing back there like she done ate like 1,000 blueberries. Why was her lips so fucking swollen and purple? What was that? Because the lipstick got smudged. I don't know. It looked weird though. But anyway, she's standing in the background and I'm just like, bitch, you ain't got no shame. You just been called out to be a mistress. You just standing there, eh? You're not even saying sorry. You ain't even saying sorry. You're just standing there like, bitch, don't call me yellow. Like, girl. And then Brittany's like, you lucky I don't fuck you up. And I was like, right? Huh. Okay? I'll be working double motherfucking shifts, okay? My COVID mask scar still ain't gone. And you want to stand here acting like you better than me, bitch? I'll slap you into next year. Okay? But anyway, as they're arguing, you know, obviously Andre basically asks Haley, look, let me just have a minute with her. All right, okay? So then Andre and his wife get to talking and basically he admits that he is in love with Haley. Yeah, he's in love with Haley, okay? And the problem is, though, Brittany is only in love with the version of Andre that he's shown her. She don't know the real Andre, all right? Whereas Haley knows the real him, all right? The Andre that he's given to Brittany is just the Andre that she wanted, okay? Because her family would never agree to her marrying him. His dad's an ex-convict or a convict in jail for murder. His mom's a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Brittany's from a higher level than him, all right? So socially, no. You know, she well off, shit, all right? And obviously, like, you know how fucking, like, judgmental black rich families can be. Yeah, all right? Don't hit me with white people. Like, I ain't white. I don't care what the white people are doing. I don't care what the Asians are doing. I'm not from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on my people. And my people can be a certain way when they get money. Yeah? And yeah, it's okay to want better for yourself. It is. That doesn't mean you gotta turn your nose at everyone, because Andre ain't like other niggas. He's actually done something with his life. He's worked hard. He's a lawyer, blah, blah, blah. You know? So, yeah. But anyway, it just seems as though Brittany she don't want to let go of this marriage. And in some sense, Andre doesn't want to let go of it. You know, he's willing to work at it if she is, even though he just admitted that he's in love with Haley. So I don't really know what kind of freak shit he into, but all right. Okay? And then Corbin comes into the room, okay, just when they're getting into the depths of their conversation. He's oblivious to everything, of course, and he tells Andre that, bro, you are currently in the lead, okay, because the elections are currently taking place, which leads us to the next scene. All right, So the election has finally arrived. All the candidates are waiting outside, waiting for the results. Okay, all right. And guess who wins? Guess who wins, guys? None other than Patrice Woodbine. Patrice motherfucking Woodbine has won the election, okay? To which Corbyn's brother seems slightly amused about. He don't seem too pissed about it. Alright, she has won, guys. The people have voted for Patrice Woodbine. She's now gonna go by the name Patrice Mayor Bishop. I don't know why though. Is her last name, but her last name's Woodbine. Mayor Bishop. Is it because she's a bit? I don't know why she called me Mayor Bishop, but Mayor Bishop is not the new mayor, guys. Okay, Patrice did it, and you know, Andre obviously does his losing speech, but he's not pressed. He reveals that he's going to open up a law firm, all right, in Chucalissa. That's right, Chucalissans. I'm staying in Chucalissa. Chucalissa's my home. And obviously Brittany's in the back standing there. You know, they're trying to put on a show. They're trying to do their best Hillary and Clinton. Hillary. They're trying to do their best Hillary and Paul. What the fuck is that nigga's name? It's Hillary and Bill Clinton. Like, you know, he's like, she's like, okay. But yeah, he's gonna stay in Chucalissa, and I think she's gonna stay with him, or they're gonna sort it out. We'll see. All right. So then, guys, we move on. We see DJ Never Scared again. This is another reason why I feel like the season finale was just a bit. It doesn't feel like it elevated from the season 1 finale. I feel like they went so hard with the season 1 finale and they didn't really go as hard in this finale. And I know that's because obviously now storylines are deeper, characters are in deeper situations, you know what I mean? It's not all ha ha he he every single time, you know? But I feel like we haven't seen much of the Pink this season, and that's been a real letdown for me, because the reason why I loved the show to begin with was because I was in love with Mercedes, and I still am. But we got to get that strip club feel, do you know what I'm saying? Every episode we saw the Pink, or we got a sense of the Pink, and this season we barely got the Pink. Like, not in a way that we were used to, do you know what I mean? And then DJ Never Scared, where the fuck was he? Where was he all season? We saw him in episode 1 and episode 10. Where the fuck this nigga been? You know? And I like DJ Never Scared. But anyway, we finally see him again. And he gets ready to introduce Murder back on stage, right? But then we see Murder backstage. And he gets a glimpse of himself, okay? And we see like 5 different versions of himself. And I think it's just like a full circle moment. Like, okay, this is how I used to be. This is who I was. This is who I was. But this is who I am now. Murder takes out his grills. Okay, he's going out on stage being 100% himself. That's a full circle moment right there, guys, because Murder has been pretending for years. All right, flossing for years. Okay. Oh yeah, I like pussy. No, I like pussy though. You know what I'm saying? He been faking the funk for years. Okay. Yes, he's a gangster, but he wasn't able to live the way that he wanted to live freely. You know. Be a gay gangster. That's what he wanted to be. Anyway, takes out the grills, gets on stage, and then whilst DJ Never Scared starts playing the music, he's like, cut the music, little nigga. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Meanwhile, we see Man in the crowd, okay, and Man's just looking. Man! Another reason why this finale, why have you guys turned Man into a fucking hater? This nigga ain't no hater. He's sexy. Huh? Man is sexy. God, they just fucked up Man and Mercedes storyline, and I'm so fucking not happy about that, guys. You know, they had so much potential in season 1, and in season 2 you've turned him into some hating us, jealous ass mouth. Like, why? He was in the crowd just mean mugging Lil Murder, and I'm like, nigga, please, you know, you could be fucking Mercedes right now. Why? God. But anyway, Murder starts spitting a cappella. Okay, he's going hard. 7 pounds of pressure. Nigga, I pulled the trigger. I put a hole in this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was saying word for word, but he was saying all that shit. And obviously, he was directing it at Man, basically saying, yeah, I killed Pico and I'll kill you too if you don't stay quiet. Basically, you know, I can translate rap. And and obviously, that's when the music drops, okay? And my bitch Mercedes comes out looking, yeah, Y'all don't, you guys don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't understand like how Mercedes makes me feel, because I feel like, one, that's the body that God wants me to have, but obviously because I am a lover of carbs, and you know, I don't work out as much as Brandy or Mercedes does. I don't have that body right now, but I have elements of evidence that I could achieve that body. So every time I see Mercedes, it's like a reflection of of who I could be. Do you know what I'm saying? Every time I see her, I'm like, that's me. That's me. That could be me, you know? And I just love her fucking bossiness. Like, she knows she's that bitch. The way she just grabs attention in the room. The way she just is her authentic. I love Mercedes, okay? I love Brandy too. But Mercedes is my bitch. So obviously, she finally gets on stage. She has now conquered the fear, guys. She no longer has a fear of the pole. She is no longer self-sabotaging. The bitch gets up on the pole and fucking does what she does best, okay? She gives us the Mercedes experience. She fucking kills it on that stage, okay? 7 pounds of pressure. 7 pounds of pressure. I don't remember how the song goes, but she twerking. She doing all that stunts. All right, go around the pole, climbing up the pole, trying to get at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Doing all those tricks, and then the Pierre de la Resistance, okay? The creme de la creme moment. She fucking flips over Lil Murder and gets into a split. And the whole time I was thinking, where the fuck is Roulette at? Hating ass little bitch. Where the fuck are you at? You've been talking all this shit about Mercedes. Why you ain't here to witness what Mercedes can do? You know? None of the hoes that were talking shit about Mercedes were there witnessing her comeback. Okay? None of them. Whisper, Haley, Roulette. Where the fuck were y'all hoes? But anyway, you know? And obviously man seems conflicted, because here is the girl that he obviously liked or had feelings for, and she's killing it on the pole. And you know, half of him's like, oh damn man, I could kill that pussoir right now. But then the other half of him is like, hold up, you dancing with this nigga? The nigga I don't fuck with? What? Whose side are you on, Mercedes? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what was happening. But yeah, the performance was great. And then after the performance, Murder and Mercedes head backstage, okay? They're all happy. But then when they walk into Clifford crying, okay? Like, he's boo-hoo-hoo crying. Like, he's crying. And obviously, the audience are going to think that, oh shit, Granny Ernestine is dead. But no, he's crying because she's alive. She gonna make it. She still fucked up a bit, but she gonna make it, all right? So that was a nice little moment. That was good. That was great. But, you know, obviously, the rest of the episode isn't so happy, is it? All right. So then we see a scene of Murder and Uncle Clifford waking up to each other, and basically Uncle Clifford Uncle Clifford realizes that Murder is a fucking star now, okay? He ain't just little Murder. Like, he's Murder that has a hit song with Tina Snow. He's Murder that has hit records, people singing his songs. He's Murder that could possibly surpass what he's been doing now, all right? Like, Chuckalisa just isn't enough for Murder. Murder could be worldwide. Murder could be nationwide. He could be everything, right? And obviously, Uncle Clifford is protecting herself, all right? She's basically like, look, I know that we love each other, but I know that also, with being a star, you can't be out in the open like you want to be, okay? You can't be kissing up on a nigga. You can't be doing all that shit, all right? And obviously, Murder's not trying to hear that, because Murder's basic. I don't know if he's under, like, the pretense of, like, man, we'll figure it out, we'll be cool. But obviously, Clifford is much more older than Murder, and Clifford has experienced more. He's been out his whole life, you know what I'm saying? So, or her whole life, you know what I mean? All right? And it's like, look, I know who I am, but you still don't really know who you are, Murder, and I'm not going to be there long enough to stick around for you to hurt me again. Okay? So, yeah. That's what happens there. We then move on to Mayor Patrice Woodbine. Or Mayor Bishop, shall I say, okay? So she's getting acquainted with her new office, and the bitch falls off the fucking chair. Oh, Lord, Patrice is just a fucking mess. And it kills me, because she has become one of my favorite characters. She has become one of my favorite characters. but she's so fucking horrible. And this is where I'm like in two minds of season 2, because season 1 really painted Patrice to be the evil woman she is. Do you know what I mean? And yes, there were moments where we were able to kind of resonate with her. There were moments where she was a bit humanized, okay? But we still saw the bitterness she carried and like how she treated Mercedes. But then season 2, it almost seemed like it was just a comic relief. Like every time we saw Patrice, it was just in a funny sense. And whilst that was funny, it didn't give me it didn't give me the closure I needed. You know what I mean? I needed her to carry on being the wicked witch of the East that she was, or wicked witch of the South, shall I say? Okay, or I needed her to realize her faults and make it up to Mercedes. You know what I mean? But we didn't even get we didn't even get an interaction between her and Mercedes until this finale. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I love this show. Season 2 was still good for me, but it was just, I feel like a lot of the storylines or a lot of the characters we got in season 1 was kind of not really touched on in season 2. I don't know. But anyway, whilst Patrice is goofing around in her new office, obviously Mercedes is watching the announcement on the news, like Patrice is the new mayor, and like they're doing a little interview with her and Patrice, and Mercedes is just like, this fucking bitch, like I can't believe it. Part of her almost looked like, wow, she really did it, and another part of her is like, man, fuck this bitch. But anyway, she then gets a knock at the door, and I don't know if I'm short-circuiting, I don't know what's happening to me, all right? But she then gets a knock at the door, and it's a delivery, okay? She opens up the package, and it's a big picture of her. The picture that she saw at the art exhibition that Farah did is her. And, she calls up Farah like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? And she also gets a check, guys. Sorry. Not only does she get the picture, she gets a check for 30,000, I believe, okay? Our baby got her munsies. Okay? She got her monies. Okay? She got the munsies and the monies. Yes. Finally, because everyone was like, Farah needs to run her check. Farah needs to give her royalties. Farah needs to give her the money that Coach took from her, okay? Farah came through for our girl. She really did. And then, Mercedes is like, what's all this? Why am I getting it? What's going on? And Farah's like, the art exhibition really did well. And, it wouldn't be right for me to not give you the royalties. Like, you were the inspiration behind the piece. So here you go, here's your coinage, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you again in the future or whatever. So I think they're gonna be business partners or some shit, but I'm here for black women getting their monies, not black women like Hailey though. Fuck that bitch. So then we move on. We then get a scene where Andre is getting all the fucking food in Chocolisa by all these black mamas. Okay, they're all queuing up ready to give him their best baked goods, and I'm thinking, well, damn, he's really turning into Mayor Ruffin after all, isn't he? All right. But anyway, in the line, once the first 2 women move, we see Hailey. All right, this bitch ain't got no shame. Still no shame. So she's got a box of cigars for him. All right, she's flirting right in front of the wife, and I'm like, Disney, you need to find some decorum, because you ain't got none, Hailey. What's wrong with you, bitch? God. Anyway, but she's trying to do her little charm on Andre, and it just seems as if Andre's finally woken up. He basically shuts her down like, look, nigga, I'm trying to work on my relationship with my wife, okay? I thought I was that dude cheating, juggling around 2 women. But no, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have like a baby mama that's out here being ratchet like the rest of these ladies in the line. And obviously that hits Hailey because, well, she is a baby mama now, right? Or it wasn't confirmed, but she could be. Okay? He basically called you a hoe without you knowing, Hailey. But yeah, so she keeps the pregnancy announcement to herself. And obviously they have their little goodbye. She walks away, and then she then calls Georgie. Okay? So she calls Georgie about the offer. And basically, Georgie's like, what offer? Bitch, you should have taken the $5 million I offered you. That dream is long gone now. Hailey thought she was about to leave Chocolisa with that $5 million. She thought she had it. But bitch, the deal didn't work, right? Andre didn't win the election. Therefore, the pink is staying, therefore Georgie ain't getting what she wanted to get out of it. So bitch, what would make you think that you're gonna get 5 million? Georgie was like, I'm no longer interested, bitch. All right. And obviously Hailey's plans have gone to shit. She screams and she's not happy. All right. But then we get a clip of Corbin. So he's sitting at the front of the house with his brother, and for once they're not fighting. He's not getting beaten up. They look like they are on one accord. And then Corbin just looks like the big grandpoob, okay, in his robe. He's happy, he shouts out, and basically his deal came through. Okay, so I don't know what it was, but it was during the time where Uncle Clifford was whipping him, right? He gave Uncle Clifford 250 grand either to whip him and to agree to allow him to build like a Corbin canal in front of his house or some shit. I don't know why, but okay, whatever the nigga wants. He got it though, because they're currently building it right now instead of demolishing the pink. Win-win. All right, but not for Hailey. All right, so then we move on to Uncle Clifford and Grandma Ernestine. So she is back and still the same. Okay, COVID didn't get her. I thought, the guys, you know, I thought she was gonna die. I thought we were gonna lose her. I thought COVID was gonna come and get her ass. It didn't. Okay, it didn't. So they're back to their regular selves, arguing back and forth, back and forth. But then there's a knock at the door. So obviously Uncle Clifford opens it and he sees Big L to his surprise. And he's like, nigga, I fired you. And the Big L's like, I ain't here for you. I'm here for Granny. All right, and Granny basically hired Big L, Duffy, and the African guy to, you know, set up her welcome back party for her. And I remember seeing some reviews and some tweets, people thinking, oh, the Africans are gonna do something bad, the Africans have got a double motive, the Africans are shady. How you feel now, huh? Tarnishing the Africans' names. The hell wrong with y'all? No, I'm joking. Obviously they were acting a bit shifty, but I didn't think they were acting shifty. I thought they were just, I don't know, like the fuck. I didn't feel like they were being shady. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, you know, and I feel like Grandma Ernestine, she knows when Clifford has done something, so she basically tries to rectify things without basically letting him know that she's rectified it. All right, because her bringing Big L back was basically the olive branch that Uncle Clifford realistically wanted to give Big L, because she regretted firing Big L, you know. So obviously Big L, he ain't never left, he ain't gone nowhere. So that was a nice moment. But anyway, whilst Grandma Ernestine's getting ready and situated and stuff, Uncle Clifford then sees another hallucination of his mother Beulah, okay? And she's, you know, like around, and Uncle Clifford is like, you ain't about to take my granny away from me. And then she's like, I'm not here for granny, I'm here for your ass. All right, we learn that Beulah died from HIV. They didn't say HIV, but I put 2 and 2 together. All right, she said the virus. He said she had sores all over her and pneumonia. What the fuck gives you sores and pneumonia? HIV and AIDS. The bitch died from AIDS, okay? Which is fucked up. That is fucked up. All right, but you know, she says, look, I may have died for this, I may have died for love, but it doesn't mean that you have to, okay? Don't reject the love that Lil Murder's trying to give you, because I can see you're trying to do that, all right? Everyone needs to take a risk, and you need to take a risk, Clifford. Let this man love you, all right? So yeah, that was basically it. So then we move on to Keyshawn, guys, okay? Like I said, this episode was very like, you know what I'm saying? This scene, very cut. All right, so sorry if the review's all over the place. I'm just working with what I was given. All right, so obviously Keyshawn, we see her. And guys, this is another reason why this finale really frustrated me. Keyshawn, you know you are in a life and death situation, okay? You're in a life and death situation. Now, the night when you left the pink should have been the night where you fucking got the kids and left, okay? You should have got the kids and left. I don't know how you would have done that. If I was you, I would have put some extra sleeping pills in Derek's meal, okay? Have that nigga sleep for an extra few hours. Grab the kids that night and fucking leave with them and never look back. But instead of doing that, you waited until the next morning, okay? You are then doing a farewell tour, just going around everywhere saying bye-bye everyone, bye-bye, I'm going, bye Uncle Clifford, I'm gonna miss you, bye Mercedes, I'm always gonna be your little sister, bye Murder, oh yeah, you going on tour? Yeah, I've still got time to drive up and say bye. Nah, bitch, why? Life or death, every minute counts. All those minutes you spent expense. Saying bye-bye to everybody. You could have picked up your kids and just gone to fucking Guantanamo Bay or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You could have left the country by now. But no. You wanted to take your time and say bye to everyone. Alright? And whilst, obviously, it was sweet to see her say her goodbyes. Okay? Especially to Lil Murder and Uncle Clifford. Lil Murder especially. Little big sister, brother, little moment. Okay? Darling, this ain't the time. This ain't the time. So anyway, as she says goodbye to him, she rolls up. Wait, hold on. Rolls up to Murder before. Yeah, okay. So that was it in that scene, right? And notice how she was wearing a Red Riding Hood. Okay? You see how the fairy tale thing was playing out throughout the season? She was wearing a Red Riding Hood symbolization something. Okay? Which basically tells us that the big bad wolf about to come and get her ass. Alright, so let's move on. We go to Mercedes again, guys. And Mercedes finally has her studio, guys. She finally has a studio. And it's not a studio that we thought she was going to get. Okay, it wasn't for the kids no more. This is her own studio. There's a stripper pole. Alright, we got all her gorgeous pictures blown out and framed. Okay? The place, look, even I want to go there and learn some skills. Okay, I want to go there and shake my ass. Alright? It was great. And obviously, a lot of people say that Mercedes' character is hugely based off of Gigi Maguire. And you know what? I love this for Mercedes. I feel like you can rake in a lot of cash just having this studio. You can hire it out. You can do little, I don't know, little sessions for bachelorette parties. You could do little sessions for the elites. Do you know what I mean? The women like Farah who want to get their groove back. Stella got her groove back. You could do that for them. You know what I'm saying? You could do it for the young girls. You could train up the new strippers. This is great. This is a good business venture for Mercedes. And if there's a season 3, I see her being a fucking wealthy bitch. I don't know how we're going to see her back at the Pink though. Because a lot of scenes in this, or storyline shall I say, in this finale seemed to be tied off. So I don't know. Alright, but anyway, we see Mercedes doing what she does best, and she is just working the pole. Okay, working the pole in the most gorgeous way. She's finally free. She's finally able to do what she loves. Okay, no pressure, no nothing, just her in her element, looking flawless. And in the reflection, who do we see dressed in white, looking like some fucking fallen angel? We see Patrice Mayor Bishop Woodbine, and I'm like, well, damn. Alright, and Mercedes is just like, well, what the fuck you doing here? And Mayor Patrice Woodbine Bishop is like, you know, as the new mayor, I'm doing my rounds, checking out the little businesses. And she's looking around, you know, kind of seems like a proud parent, but doesn't want to admit it. And she's like, I thought you were going to turn this out into a studio for the little girls. And she was like, well, okay, I don't know what Mercedes said in that part. Alright, but basically, they have a little moment. This is what I noticed. You see in season 1 how nothing was working out for Mercedes or Patrice. Mercedes wanted to retire from time ago, but she was still dancing at the Pink, okay? And all the money she was making was then going to Patrice, right? So that really wasn't her living her dream. Meanwhile, Patrice wanted to be a fucking pastor, but obviously the men weren't allowing her to preach the way that she wanted to preach, okay? She also wanted to have money, but she didn't. She just wanted to be other than Patrice Woodbine, the ex-ho. Okay, so she wasn't happy. Now you got 2 unhappy people, and obviously now they're gonna go at, you know, they're gonna go at each other. She then obviously steals Mercedes' studio and so forth. They were just not at a good place. But you see in season 2, everything's kind of gone full circle. Mercedes suffered this season, she did, but now she finally has her studio. Yeah, she finally got her money. She finally had her last dance, okay? Now, the early piece of the puzzle that's missing is Terica. Meanwhile, Patrice, she's finally respected in the public eye a bit. She's finally a successful pastor, has a successful little congregation going on, you know, has a good following. She's finally mayor. Alright? She's finally making money. She's finally being taken seriously in some sense. So, I feel like in that moment, Patrice ain't really got no shade to throw at Mercedes. Like, she's in a good place and Mercedes is in a good place. So, anyway. But obviously they're not going to admit it because they don't have that, you know, loving relationship. But I felt the love a little bit. Alright? But anyway, Patrice then says to her, look, Shell called me. Shell, Terica's stepmom or mum, adopted mum, whatever mum, alcoholic mum, called her saying that she needed a prayer. Okay? Alright? And then revealed that she was going to rehab, so she wanted Patrice to have custody of Terica while she was gone. All right, and Patrice basically says, look, I'm busy. I have a lot of things to think about, so I can't look after Terica. Now, she said it in a way that basically translates to, look, I see what you've done for yourself, Mercedes. You deserve to have Terica. So here's your little baby. Bye. Goodbye. All right, so then we look over and we see Terica standing at the door with her bags. That moment was so cute. It was lovely because now Mercedes sees that, oh, Patrice actually thinks I am a worthy enough mother that I could look after my own child when they didn't allow me to look after the child when I gave birth to her. So obviously Mercedes now sees that, oh my God, Patrice, my mom likes me. My mom believes in me now. What? You know? And then Patrice basically is being more human. So yeah, Terica, Mercedes are all reunited, and Mercedes gonna have her daughter. Amen. Full circle moment. There we go. All right. So then we move on. We move on to Haley and Uncle Clifford. So Haley's pissed at this point. All right. She shows up to the pink and she sees the headline that basically Corbin has built a canal. All right, which is why she wasn't able to get her end of the deal. And Uncle Clifford's just laughing his head off. Her head off, just laughing like, oh, well, ain't that a coincidence? Ha 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 ha. All right. Uncle Clifford then gives Haley the $250,000 that Corbin initially gave her. Okay. And then Haley's like, where the fuck did you get this money at? And Uncle Clifford's like, don't worry about that, bitch. But this should cover, yeah, the debt of you paying for this club. I've bought my club back. Be gone, bitch. Poof. Bye. Okay. And Haley's just like, wait, that's not how it works. You know, I need interest. Blah, blah, blah. No, you can't just give me my $250,000. I thought I was going to make $5 million, Clifford. This ain't right. And Uncle Clifford played her at her own fucking game. Okay? All right? Haley says if it wasn't for her, this club would be gone. And Uncle Clifford says, no, bitch. If it wasn't for me and Mercedes, you would be gone. You would be fucking dead. But you can't seem to think that. And Uncle Clifford goes to say, I thought you buying the pink was some form of sisterhood. I thought you were doing that because you cared about us. But bitch, you were doing that for your own sake. You didn't care about us. And Haley's like, what are you trying to say? And Uncle Clifford's like, you a selfish, miserable, lonely ass bitch. You don't have no family. You could have had family. You could have had us. But now you fucked that up. So you go on about yourself with your lonely ass, okay? You ain't got no man, no family, no sisters, no nothing. Get the fuck out, you snake, okay? Read her ass for filth, and I loved every moment of it. Loved every moment of it. Because it's true. Haley really could have had a family. These people put their neck on the line, alright? These people are still in fucking danger because of your ass, alright? They are still in danger, basically, okay? But no, you can't see that. They should have left. They should have let Montavious kill her ass. But anyway, so Uncle Clifford kicks her out. But yeah, she asked for interest. And then as she's doing all that, we see Diamond and Big L in the back dressed in black. We see Diamond with a chainsaw. Ooh! We see Big L looking like the fucking Grand Poobah, fucking Undertaker pimp. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. They were like, you need help taking something out? And Haley was just silent. I love that moment. I love that moment. All right, so it was good for Uncle Clifford, but obviously Haley she didn't really get the last laugh, but she's a shiesty bitch. All right, so then we move on to Keyshawn again, guys. This whole it's not even funny because the whole fucking scene, the whole situation could have been avoided if Keyshawn wasn't so fucking stupid sometimes. Guys, look, I know a lot of people are Keyshawn fans, but my problem with Keyshawn is she doesn't make the right decisions. She doesn't make the smartest decisions, okay? And I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, well, women that are domestically abused, you know, they don't always make that. No. Okay, let's not paint every fucking person the same color, all right? Everyone is different. Everyone handles things differently. And the way Keyshawn is handling things, though it makes sense because of her situation, I'm still allowed to call it fucking stupid because I will. And I have. And I did that. And I will. There were other domestic violence abusers as survivors that have made smart decisions. Haley, for example, is one of them. All right? So Keyshawn goes to her stepmother's house, or whatever house that is, yeah, to go and pick up the kids. Now, this whole time, guys, I thought her sister Alicia had moved out. I thought her sister Alicia had her own place. Because then I would have been like, yeah, okay, it's cool to keep the kids with the sister. Meanwhile, this bitch is still living at the home with the fucking evil stepmother. So this is where I call Keyshawn dumb. Let me adjust my sitting for this because I need you people to listen. Yeah? Why the fuck would you allow your poor babies to go into the house where the fucking stepmom doesn't like you? Okay, this stepmom has given you hell for as long as you've been acquainted with them. Okay, colorism, she didn't even let you come back home when Derek beat your ass the first time when you were heavily pregnant. So you then now want to bring your kids to this environment. What makes you think she's gonna help you this time, huh? The whole time when she was like, yeah, the kids are staying with my sister, I thought, oh, okay, at least she got her own place. At least she's still looking like the same fucking young child from the few episodes we saw back, yeah, when she was a cheerleader. This bitch ain't even grown since the last few years. The bitch still wearing Teletubbies outfits and shit, all right? Standing on the stairs looking like a child. But obviously, she's getting abused too. She's basically Keyshawn. Alicia is basically Keyshawn, okay? And Derek is her mother. So, what happens? Keyshawn's there like, hey, I'm here to pick up the babies. And who opens the door? Stepmother. Oh, hey, Keyshawn, girl. Hey. Yeah. I ain't seen the babies in such a long time. You know, little Regal. Oh, she's so beautiful. I haven't seen her in ages. So, you know, I decided to call Derek and let him know how beautiful y'all's baby is. And Keyshawn's like, You called Derek? And she's like, yeah. Why wouldn't I call Derek? He's the pappy, right? Yeah, little Regal and her beautiful hair. She got good hair. But anyway, Derek came right away. You know, he didn't realize you had so many errands to run, girl, so he came and picked up the babies. And I was like, you see, Keyshawn? You see? Didn't Haley tell your ass not to tell no one nothing? All right, now you probably didn't tell your sister you were running away with the kids, or you probably did. I don't know, okay? But Haley specifically told you, don't tell no one nothing. You shouldn't have even let your kids go to your sister in the first place. What you should have done was bring the kids to the fucking pink. That's what you should have done. You should have lied to Derek. You should have lied and told him that they're going to be at your sister's place. And then you should have told your sister, look, I'm going to have the kids, but you pretend that you fucking have them, dumb bitch. Okay, that's what you should have said. Then you should have had Big L and Diamond babysitting the babies whilst you were planning your escape. That's what you should have done. Or even Uncle Clifford. Shit, Mercedes. Shit, Terica. Since she wants to be a young mother, you should have had Terica babysit the fucking kids. That's what you should have done. All right? But no. So obviously now Keyshawn is stuck. Shit, Derek knows of the plan. Shit. So then Keyshawn heads home, guys, only to see Derek playing Father of the Year, playing with the kids. Oh, and Keyshawn's like, okay, Derek, look, I understand, and blah, blah, blah. And before she can even finish, we see some white lady and some guy come in, all right? CPS. Derek called fucking CPS. Hey. Guys, you can't make this shit up. Derek called CPS on her ass, okay? He's basically flipped the script like the fucking Karen bastard he is, okay? And that's the difference with white male abusers and black male abusers, okay? A black man couldn't pull this shit, but a white man can. So he flipped the script, guys. He called CPS, and basically CPS have been alerted of child abuse done to baby Jaden. Remember when Derek beat his ass? And this is where the whole scene had a gray area for me, because the doctors clearly saw that Keyshawn brought the baby in, all right? Now, any fucking person with a brain would look at Keyshawn and realize that she wasn't behind that. Look how scrawny Keyshawn is. Look how small she is. How would she even... Anyway. So he's flipped the script. He's acting like a fucking victim. Like, oh, you know, it's just so hard sometimes. She doesn't mean it. she doesn't mean it, but, you know, she just struggles. You know, she's a bit crazy at times. And then the woman is just like, look, you know, we're investigating you now. And, you know, we're going to talk about joint custody or so forth if this continues and blah, 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 blah. Okay, blaming her for the abuse. Blaming her, saying that, you know, she's not a fit mother and so forth. Just coming down at her. And the whole time, Derek is smiling. Derek is smiling, taunting her without even saying a word, okay? And obviously now the talking fizzes out, like it just gets muffled. Wah, 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 wah. And Keyshawn loses it, okay? A little too late, Keyshawn. Little too late. She blacks out and she goes for Derek. She starts attacking him. CPS grabbed the kids. All right, she's beating on him like, how could you? Not my fucking kids. Blah, blah, blah. And then obviously the police officer tries to grab her. She slaps the police officer and then he arrests her ass. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The whole scene was so heartbreaking, but the plan was fucking stupid. It was. Okay? You fucked up the moment you said you were gonna let the kids stay at your sister's house knowing that she still lives with the stepmom. That's where you fucked up, Keyshawn. Do you know what I mean? And obviously Derek, as evil as he is smart enough to manipulate the whole thing. So there you go. You know, free Keyshawn, but at the same time it's like, well, bitch, what's gonna happen? Huh? And when you were beating Derek's ass, you should have just, I don't even know. You should have just killed him right there. Shit, if I'm going to jail, I might as well go to jail now and know that you're dead. You know? Because what's he going to do now that he has custody of the kids now? You know? Oh, jeez, I don't know what to say. It's fucked up for real. It's sad. It's unfortunate. All right? But anyway, we move on. So then Mercedes, heads back home with Terica. All right, meanwhile we see Man and his gang, they're all outside, but Man has a different look to him. He hasn't been the same since he realized that Pico got killed by murder, and since now he's seen his girl basically dancing up on stage with the enemy. All right, so obviously Mercedes is oblivious to all of this, so she rolls up to Man. She's like, Man, hey boo, come meet my daughter. All right. And some lying ass bitch on Twitter said Man was eyeing up Terica. What? In what episode did he do that? Because he looked at Terica like, I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to talk to you, Mercedes. Why the fuck you dog me out? You know? So I don't know. Some people are twisted in the way they perceive things. But anyway, Mercedes and Terica walk over. All right. She introduces Terica. And Terica being a little faster. She's like, hey. Hi, how are you? And he's like, oh yeah, what's up? Oh, okay, that's your little girl? Alright, cool. Alright, and then Mercedes like, okay, Terica, bye. And then Terica was looking back and she, no, you little fast ass. Anyway, so then Mercedes is like, oh, so, you know, I saw you at the dance. How did you feel my last ass went? Okay, did you enjoy it? And he was like, it was alright. And she was like, nigga, what? It was more than alright. And then Man is just like, look, okay, to see you up on stage with this nigga, I wasn't feeling that, Mercedes. And Mercedes like, this is just dance, okay? I don't care about what colors you niggas are wearing. Blue and green, gray and blue, black and purple. I don't care. This was just me dancing. It don't mean nothing, okay? And he's like, nah, the whole stage was red, you know? But it's cool. You picked your side. Yeah. And I'm like, man, why are they writing Man like this? I know there's some men out there that really like that. Okay, street life for real. Street life before anything. They put street life before their women and so forth. But you ain't have to do Man like that because we want to see him. He's sexy. And now you've made him a bit unlikable. And I don't like that because the nigga was fucking likable. He was a good guy. Okay? But he just can't seem to differentiate between business and allegiance or whatever. All right, Mercedes ain't even a gangster. She's just doing her thing. All right, she just so happens to live opposite you, but she's just a stripper at the end of the day, or an artiste. All right, she ain't in this gang shit. This is between you and murder. But obviously Man can't seem to see that, you know. So he just says, yeah, you made your decision. You know what side you're on. You know, dancing up on stage, blah, 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 with that F word, yeah? And then she's like, now don't you call Uncle Clifford that. And the man's like, that's not the F word I'm talking about. And then obviously, you know, she starts thinking. So yeah. And then someone's like, man was homophobic. I don't agree with that, because I feel like in the South, a lot of the men use that term freely. And yes, it is a derogatory term, but I feel like, you know how a lot of them are very comfortable. Oh, what is that? Very comfortable around Uncle Clifford. I don't know. I like, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. He could be homophobic. He probably is. But at the same time, he just, I don't know, man. I'm too tired. It's too hot for that. But yeah, you know, I'm not happy with the writers for doing that to Mercedes and Man. I'm not. But anyway, we move on. So now we have the welcome back party for Granny. Everyone's turning up. All the strippers are enjoying themselves. Okay, all the girls from the Pink having a good time. Whatever. All right. Uncle Clifford then spots murder and the whole room goes quiet. Okay. Pretty brown eyes. Okay, that starts playing. All right. And yeah, you know, Murder says he's showing up before tour. And as they're talking, Mercedes then shows up with Terica. Diamond and Big L are chilling with Big Burn, and then that's when Diamond gets a phone call, okay, from an unknown number. He answers the phone call, and Big Burn's just looking at him. She's like, and I'm like, girl, is you even his official girlfriend yet? You doing too much. Anyway, he answers the call, and it's fucking Keyshawn telling fairy tales again from jail. Oh, remember the story about the girl with the long hair? Yeah, well, the girl got caught. Keyshawn, just tell the nigga where to be and when to be there, please. All right? But she says she's ready for Diamond to do whatever he needs to do. And it's just like, girl, again, your timing is off, man. I know it takes time, though. I know it takes time. Not everyone is ready when they need to be ready, but girl. But obviously, Diamond's ready for smoke. He's ready to do it, you know? And I wish it would have been executed. I don't want to fucking see Derek in season 3. I don't. Alright? But anyway. Then we go to a clip of Uncle Clifford and Mercedes in the back. You know, he's cooking something or whatever. And, you know, she's just very happy about having the club back. You know, making maneuvers. Like, okay, you know, now that you're back on the pole, now that you've conquered your fear, you can start doing this. My main bitch is back. My bottom bitch is back. And Mercedes is like, yeah. Uncle Clifford, that was my last dance. And Uncle Clifford's like, bitch, what? Are all you bitches leaving me? Gidget, Keyshawn, and now you? What the fuck? And she's like, look, you know, I just, you know, I got other dreams to think of. And yeah, you know, it's come to that. But anyway, Mercedes... No, that was it, guys. That was it of that scene. I'm sorry. I'm trying to rush this. It's, you know, 50 minutes. It's too hot. Anyway, meanwhile, we then see Roulette the cokehead. Okay, she's back in the back in the bathroom snorting cocaine. And then we see the floss lady, right? You know, the ones that, you know, helps the ladies with the outfits and so forth. And, you know, she calls out Roulette for being a pimp hoe. And Roulette is like, okay, but what are you going to do about it? And she's like, look, I want in on the action too. Okay, men will pay a lot for all of this. You don't have a bitch like me on your team. And it's just like, I don't like what they're doing with the fucking show now. All right? Roulette is pimping out the fucking strippers one by one. And if she goes to my bitch Brazil or extra, we're going to have a fucking problem. Or Jupiter. Don't touch them, Roulette. Okay? The fuck? Like, now we having a little fucking sex trafficking ring up in the Pink. Somebody needs to get Roulette's ass, because I don't like her. I don't. Alright. Then we move on back to Murder and Uncle Clifford. And Murder basically reveals that he's not going on tour no more. He's not leaving Chuckalisa no more. Okay? And Clifford thinks that it's because he's scared. Okay? He's scared of how big he's going to become. He's scared of how big and how much fame and attention he's gonna get, knowing that he's still in the closet, knowing that he obviously can't be himself. That's what Uncle Clifford thinks. Meanwhile, Murder says that Uncle Clifford is scared of being loved. That's why he keeps pushing him away. That's why you keep trying to sabotage the fucking relationship. And Uncle Clifford is like, I'm too old to be a secret, okay? I'm 40 years old. You are half my age. What can you give me? What can you do? What do you know about love? How can you love me? All right, and all of that. Uncle Clifford has a fair point, okay? And Murder then finally explains his history with Big Teak. Says that, look, I wanted to be that nigga back in jail. We'd sneak behind and do all these things, you know what I'm saying? We wanted... Now, you know, we had something in jail. He was my safety blanket. I was his safety blanket. We developed something for each other. It was my peace in such a hectic place. However, because I wasn't able to obviously do that shit out in the open. I feel like that's what got to Big T, and that's why he killed himself. And Uncle Clifford's like, oh my god, is that what happened to him? You know, you feel like he killed himself because you wasn't able to love him out loudly. And yeah, you know, and obviously Murder is basically done with that shit. Murder don't care. Murder wants to love out loud. He's lost too many people. He loves Uncle Clifford, and that's that. Okay? So then, guys, Murder finally makes it known. Alright, Uncle Clifford's on the dance floor. Murder comes up behind him, holds him from behind, and everyone's just looking. Then they kiss each other, and that's it. Murder's come out. He's out in the open, and he's ready to love Uncle Clifford out loud. Amen. Cute scene. Lovely. But what's going to happen in season 3? Because obviously people going to know about it. Shit, man already knows. Alright? But yeah. I mean, why do people care if someone's gay? Like, just let two motherfuckers love each other. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, whilst they're all in love and happy, Uncle Clifford then gets alerted by Big L that Haley has fucking stolen the remaining of her money. Okay, so Uncle Clifford had like 40 something saved, or maybe 24,000, I can't remember. But Haley tapped the computer and did what she does best. She took the rest of that money as interest. Dirty fucking bitch. And now she's on her way out of Chuckley, so she's out with a new fucking identity, blonde wig. I hope someone snatches that wig and fucking buries it. She's just, you know, I hope she's just on her way out, but I kind of want her character to not leave the show because I still want them to drag her ass, you know? Anyway. But then, guys, we get to the final scene of this finale. Okay, so Diamond is heading to his car, getting ready to take out Derek, all right, do what he has to do. But then he gets attacked from the back. He gets attacked from the back, guys, okay? Caught completely off guard, so he can't even fight this person off. They like stab him in the hand. I don't know if that was like some ritual type of shit or whatever, but then they gag him, put something around his mouth, and stuff him into the back of the car. All right, and obviously he's looking now like, what the fuck? But then he notices that this person is wearing the same ring that Montavious had. So it's the Delta fucking gang. All right, then he looks over and he sees fucking Big Bone. She takes off the mask, and I don't know what she says. Let's kill this nigga now, some shit. Alright, but obviously the other guys are no, let's have fun with him or some shit. So Diamond been kidnapped, guys. Alright, Big Bone is fucking up, and the scene or the show was left on a fucking cliffhanger. Alright, so I don't know if that tells me that there's more in store for us, that Starz is gonna renew this show, or I don't know. But it seemed that they wrapped up some storylines, but then they've left the door open. So I don't know, guys. Alright, obviously I want the show to come back. I think it's a great show. I think it's the best show on Starz. Alright, I'm tired of all the other fucking shows. Power times 10. How many powers? Do you know what I mean? And I need Starz to hurry up and renew this show. However, what I want for season 3 is for this show to focus on the fucking pink again. Yeah? Alright? I don't feel like it did that enough this season. That's just my opinion though. But I also want the storylines to connect more. I want more grit. I want Man to have a redemption arc. I want him and Mercedes to be great. I want to see how they're going to try and get Mercedes into the pink again while still having her studio. I don't know what they're going to do with her. I want Keyshawn to break the fuck out of jail. Kill Derek, and I don't want him to die an easy death. I want them to chop off bits of him bit by bit, have a slow painful death, because I'm sick of this motherfucker, man. Alright, I want Diamond to break free of the shackles of Montavious' gang, and I want him to tie up Big Bone and chop off her I don't know, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen. Alright, but overall, I love P-Valley, and I want this show to come back for more seasons. But I just feel like season 2 was missing certain things, and I don't know. You know, I feel like Gidget needs to come back. I feel like we need the Trinity back, but a lot of shit has happened. Keyshawn is in a very bad place now. I don't think she's gonna be dancing again for a while, because she needs to get the fuck out of jail. She needs to get her kids back. Derek needs to be gone. You know, so season 3 could be the best season yet. Actually, it's depending on how they write it out. You know what I'm saying? Haley could come back, you know. Shit. I'm not okay. Well, we need the season 3, guys. It could be really exciting. All right. But thank you all so much for watching my P-Valley reviews. It has been a pleasure, guys. I love you all so much. Obviously, I wish you'd comment more, but it's cool. It's whatever. All right, it's been a pleasure. And yeah, man. Peace out. Until next time. Obviously, if P-Valley is renewed for another season, then I will do a little video making predictions or so forth or whatever. But yeah, fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed, because this is a good show. And Stars would be very stupid to get rid of it. Very stupid. Very stupid, because we ain't never going to have a show like this again. Like, who the fuck don't want to see Brandy dance? Huh? Who don't want to see Shannon on the pole? I want to see all these girls. I want to see Ma'am. I want to see Diamond. I want to see Uncle Cliff. Shit, I want to see Murder. Alright, so yeah, man. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, guys. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy your time. Peace out. Bye.
Everybody like I ride that dick like a bite. He said me bend it, bust it open, then we 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 bend it, bust it